What's the deal with Spider-Man 2? They didn't market it for like a whole year, and now it's suddenly like the most popular game to talk about right now. Spider-Man hasn't been having like a fun time comic-wise, because Jet Balls is ruining the character with shitty on shitty comics. Like, they introduced a new character called Paul, and it's just ridiculous, right? Worst idea since Sin's Past. But anyways, with Spider-Man 2 being crazy popular, bro, the new movie, which I'm hoping is good, is on the verge of release. And as long as it doesn't flop, Spider-Man should be fine, bro. But if it does flop, then the game needs to be good, which is why I'm going to tell you what Spider-Man 2 needs. For the story, Kraven can't suck. Kraven is so iconic and is one of the best antagonists in Spider-Man's gallery, bro. Like, for one, he literally put Spider-Man in the dirt in one of these comics, right? He can't be one of those side villains that they just market, like fucking Electro was in the first game. And speaking of the first game, it should be exactly like that. Like, Kraven's the main villain for the first half, like how Mr. Negative was. And then Venom takes the spotlight after Kraven like gets pushed away or whatever happens, bro. Like, imagine how cool it would be. Spider-Man loses his cool with Kraven, and he ends up crippling him with that black suit for going after Connors. And then that's when Miles has just gone too far. And then that's when he's got to fight Peter, boom, bam, he loses the symbiote, and then Venom. Quick sidetrack, I actually really like the design of the symbiote suit, but more so, I like the recolor of the classic like PS4 suit. The last time it was literally like an orange tinted red, and it didn't really look like Spider-Man, but this one looks more red. It's looking pretty good. Another thing they can't fuck up is the symbiote suit and Venom itself. The symbiote should be exactly how it was in Web of Shadows, like addictively powerful. Like, you could throw cars and use crazy abilities that normal Spider-Man could normally do. But in doing so, you would destroy like the environment around you, and it makes like fights super cool and like engaging. They have combat down from what I've seen, but I think they need to up the power of Spider-Man when he uses the symbiote suit. Another thing Spider-Man 2 needs is the ability to have different animations when you swing. You ever go on YouTube and you see all these crazy mod packs for new swinging animations? Especially since the black suit has a different playstyle than normal Spider-Man, recycling the same animations will just make it feel super stale. But that could just be me. I do like how the combat stuff they've done so far for the black suit, and the new abilities look really good. That does tie back into what I said about Web of Shadows, so it's a good thing. Another thing, Venom needs to be scary. Like, I can see that he's popular behind all the Venom movies, and since he's the main character, he has to be likable in those. But Venom's like a scary alien. He can't be like a funny anti-hero. They also need to have like different weather. Like, I don't know, this is just like a personal thing. I just would like to see more than just overcast, daytime, and nighttime. Now, another thing that they need to make sure they do is make sure that this is a Spider-Man game, not Miles Morales too. I don't want to keep swapping to Miles, bro. I want to play as Spider-Man. Like, it's cool to play as Miles, but he had his own game, bro. I just want to make sure the focus is on Peter, because that's like the character I really came for. They should also like not worry about the stupid stealth sections. Those are boring as hell. Besides the Rhino one in the warehouse from the first one. Shit like that is welcome because it was actually like tense, and you need to like some like thought. You need to actually have thought put into what you were gonna do. That's all I can think of off the top of my head. There's not much to say because we're only given 10 minutes of footage. I mean, it looks good though. It looks like they're building off the first game. Nothing else to say about it. The main thing is just getting the characters right, because if the characters suck, then the game's story will suck. Game looks good though.